All right. It is your boy in the building. KQKC Boxing Network. Yes, sir. This ain't the usual setup. Oh, no. This ain't StreamYard, baby. No, it ain't. And there's a reason for that. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's a reason for that. That's because that we got a special guest that will be coming in at the while, and until he get a chance to finish his workout with one of the fighters, he be right in. And remember, everybody, if you have any questions to ask, always be free to ask them. All right. I'm gonna try to catch him. Now, it won't be singing those super chat songs when he get here. Now, if something come up before that, then I will sing it. All right, until he get here. But if you send a super chat, put your question in the super chat. All right, it's okay. Put your question in the super chat. No, just to let you know I ain't on no bullshit or whatever. I'm gonna try to catch the questions in the chat too. All right. So he has the link and everything. And let's see who's all in here before we get this cracking. All right. Let me go all the way back up to the top. Yes, sir. Mr. Raptor, the boss. Philly is in the house. Damn it. I feel you, baby. Philly, baby. Philly is all the way, baby. Ain't nothing but motherfucking fighters in Philly, baby. I told you. Can you say Danny Garcia, Boo Sins? Yes, sir. Crush the Legend. What's going on, baby? Yes, sir. Wow. Yes, sir. Salute KQKC and the LDBC. All right. Yes, sir. And we got my man. ABN is in the building. KQKC Boxing Network. Please hit the subscribe button as you enter. Thank you. And it's appreciated. Yes, sir. And hit that like button too. Hell, that's appreciated too. Upper lip, LD. What's going on with you, baby? What's happening? Huh? Salute, OG. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Mike 202. What's going on? All right. And appreciate you calling. All right. Yes, sir. Appreciate you calling in. All right. Now, who we got? We got Daniel Nixon in the building. All right. Yes, sir. We got DT in the building. Alvin Davis. What it do, baby? What it do? Man, D Walker. All right. Okay. Man, we got motherfuckers coming in here. Huh? We got Alvin Davis in here. Mike 202. Canadian Maple fan. Who else we got up in here? Mike 202 again. All right. We got 313 Boxing. All right. And who else? Super Sam Kennedy. Yes, we do. All right. Now we got Bruce Goes. What's going on, Bruce? You doing all right, man? All right. Hey, I just want to make sure you're doing all right. Yes, sir. Okay. Just want to make sure you're doing all right. All right. Now we got who else we got up in here? Okay, Mass Arms is up in here. 313, yes, sir. Young World, yes, sir. All right, yes, sir. I don't know how many we got up here. I don't run this shit that much. Oh, I see it over there. We got 20 in here so far. All right, Black Alpha, what's going on, baby? Brandon House is in the building. Brandon Knight is in the building. Yeah. All right. And we got Ken Massey is up in here. All right. What's going on with you, Brandon House? Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. We got 22 to say up in here, but I think it's more, but I don't know how this shit work. But anyway, but don't worry. Ronnie Shields always come through. So, but until that time, and he said before 1. So I said, okay, before 1. Okay, well, hell, you know me. I'll talk some shit. I talk some shit before 1. Shit. Hey, just hang in there with the brother. All right. What's up, Black Banner? I see you. All right. And Mike 202. Appreciate your call. All right. Appreciate your call. Yes, sir. All right. You say hit that like button when you enter the chat. And share the video, subscribe to KQKC. That's right. Man, y'all share them damn videos. Yes, sir. What's up, City Alliance? Yes, sir. Let's go, KQ. Let's go. You damn right. Let's go. You damn right. And you know what? You know, and I never did this, but on OG boxing, really. And I didn't have no control. I think Fanon had the control of the thing or whatever. But I'm trying to get the hang of it, I guess. But I like my old setup. Because see, when you super chat or something like that, you super chat, you see it 3 times. And I just like a lot of things you can do with it for free. Shit. This is just simple, But it's all good. It's all good, baby. All right. Now, who else we got in here? Okay, we got everybody else in here. Now, you know what? We're gonna go ahead on and get started. I see Ronnie when he come in. All right. I can see him from here when he come in. Then I just let him on in. Okay. So don't worry about it. And I told him he can come in anytime after 12:30. You don't have to wait till 1. He can come in anytime he wants. All right. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get this popping. All right. Now we got Gervonta Tank motherfucking Davis. What's up, Corey Yellow Man Jackson? What's happening with you? All right. All right. Now we got Gervonta Tank Davis. All right. Now this is kind of like breaking news. Right. And I thought I'd mention it for a minute. And he's fighting at a catch weight. With Mario Barrios. Now we all familiar with Mario Barrios, and he was, I don't know about now, but he was under the tutelage. What's up, Snack B? What's going on with you? Yes, sir, Snack B. That wow. Yeah. Yes, sir. He said, salute OG and family. Glad to be back in the house. I heard that, brother. Yes, sir. And we're glad to have you back. We are glad to have you back. That's more definitely. We are. Yes, sir. I see you, Alice York. I got my eyes on you, OG. Wink, wink. I heard that, baby. Yes, sir. All right. And PJ, big dog, what's going on with you? All right. Yes, sir. Jamie Pareto is up in here. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. And 24/7 King mentality said in that super chat. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. All right. I appreciate you. But anyway, now Gervonta Tank Davis and Mario Barrios are going to be fighting at a catch weight. Now, that's good. You fighting at a catch weight. Because now, this is a tough fight for Gervonta Davis. Now, Floyd is making a big step if this fight comes to fruition. Now, they didn't say it was carved in stone. They always say, well, it's almost done or it's almost finished and shit. And knowing that it ain't almost finished. All right? This time, what you say, Snap B, this time was all for me, but it's cool now. Hey, that's okay. Hey, that's okay. Hey, you got to take some time for yourself. All right? Or you'll be crazy in a motherfucker. Shit. Because I know a lot of crazy motherfuckers right now. Shit. All right? What's up, Sheik? Bell out. What's going on with you? Peter, yes, sir. I won't believe it till I see them in the ring. Yes, sir. That's what I say. That's what I say. That's what I said yesterday. That's what I said the day before. That's what I've been saying. Stop all the clout chasing. Stop all the talking and shit and sign the contract. Okay, that's a step. That's a step. That's a step in the right motherfucking direction. Hello. Hello. That's the right direction. Shit. Then if they do fight, that's a big commitment on Floyd Mayweather on side. Gervonta got big balls. I mean, hey, I'm just being honest. He got big balls. My man, Larry Smith, And that wow, 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 wow. Chat. Yes, sir. All right. I made it on time today. What's up, KQKC? Hey, baby, you got it. You got it. That's right. No, right. Don't worry. Ronnie Shields will be here about before a little bit before 1. All right. But he said 1. And I told him he can come before then. He don't have to wait till 1. But in the meantime, you got me, baby. And that's why I went StreamYard. All right, because I want to show his face. I want you all to ask him questions. I got questions, and Charlo right now, the hottest ticket is Charlo sent over a contract yesterday. He sent over a contract yesterday, and I want to know. I know running into the particulars, his job is to train the fighters. But, he don't get into that business aspect. Well, maybe he do. Or maybe he might know something we don't know. But goddamn it, I'm going to find out. Y'all know me. I don't hold myself. Look at Ronnie. What's going on, man? Look at it. And I want to know. Shit. Because, if he did, hey, look, kudos to him. And you know what? And another thing, they can laugh all they want to about Jamal Charlo, about a catch weight, this and that. Well, hell, he ain't 168. He barely making 160. I mean, come on. What's up, Thomas Morton? What's going on, A-Rod, 83 Rod? But let's get back to Gervonta Davis real fast. All right, I'm trying to get all this in before he pop in here. All right, now let's talk about Gervonta Davis. All right, Gervonta Tank Davis. He got some big balls. All right, to be a short man. All right, and I'm talking about a short man complex. All right, now Mario Barrios is a big dude. All right, catch weight or not, I don't give a fuck. He fight at choke. He's a big dude. And I'm telling you, he carry a big stick. And he under the tutelage. Well, at least last time I looked, Virgil Hunter. The most disciplined, one of the most disciplined trainers around. So you got to give it to Floyd. You got to give it to Gervonta. But like he said, I ain't going to believe it till I see it. Because, see, we always get hook-winked. We always get bamboozled by some bullshit. Always. But this time, I want to see. Yes, sir, Mike 202. That's the DMV. Yes, good. All right. I like it. All right. On the ground aside, I'm sorry, brother. What's going on with you? All right. But yes. God damn it, yes. All right. Shoes. But I believe it. When I see it. And right now I don't see. I don't see it happening. But we'll keep our fingers crossed. Now, if that fight do happen, that would be a good fight. We'll see David and Goliath. All right, we'll see him go to the body. We'll see him go to the liver and the other liver. All right, we'll see how far he go downstairs. Then once he get that air out of his ass, then he go upstairs. Huh? How about that? Or maybe Barrios just sit there and headhunt his ass since he's a taller fighter. So you see? But Gervonta Davis, he's a more athletic fighter. If that makes sense. But styles make fights. And maybe Floyd Mayweather sees something that he can expose. Floyd ain't no dumbass. And when you come to that ring. Now, outside the ring, yeah, he's dumb as the day as a box of rocks. But I believe that, that will happen. If that happens, that will happen. They will find a way to expose Mario Barrios. Maybe he be chasing Tank all over the ring. I don't know. Mac on the South is up in the building. What's going on, brother? What's happening? Yes, sir. Jamie Perilto is up in here. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Who else? Okay. Yeah, don't blame Tank. Blame Mayweather. Yes. Because see, remember, he got a boss. He got a boss. See, so but we'll see what happens. Now, my brother, 70 Sports, he came out with Trill Bill, right? Trill Bill, right? Well, Trill Bill said that, hey, Devin Haney is going to fight Lomachenko. Wow. 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 Okay, I get it. Neither one of them can punch that hard. So now this is the battle of the ring generalship. Huh? What about that? What's up, John Wilson? Huh? Maybe it's that. The battle of the stars, or let me put it this way, lateral movement fighters, huh? Just stirring the pot. Okay. Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Shelton? Wow, wow, wow. Yes, sir. All right. But I think Tank will fight anyone at 135. Yeah. Well, Tank, yeah, he will. But at a catch weight, Barrios? Yeah, I know he's a big dude, but he ain't, he ain't that big, but he bigger than Gervonta Davis. Now, it's a thing called being a fool and being a smart fool. All right? Now, I got to see it to believe it. That's the only thing I got to say. All right? Just like with Devin Haney and Lomachenko. All right? Now, the funny thing is this, and I love it. I love it. I really love it. Because now Rah, Burger King motherfucker, he ain't got nobody. He ain't got nobody but Instagram. Now, is Instagram gonna put some money in your pocket? I don't know. Maybe. But now he ain't got nobody. Now, Eddie told him, fight Devin Haney. No. Now, Pacquiao. What about Pacquiao? Oh, no. Pacquiao might fight Mikey Garcia. Oops. Now, Gervonta Davis. Oh, Lomachenko. Wow. See what plan gets your ass? See what line gets you? This what it gets you. You see what I'm saying? This is where it gets you. Huh? What a dumbass. Now, he's the mandatory. Now, he was trying to make Gervonta Tank Davis wait. Devin Haney wait. Now, your ass is waiting. How about that? It don't feel good, do it? It don't feel nice, do it? Huh? No, it don't. So now you gotta wait. You gotta wait, or fight somebody that's like Canelo did. Yes, sir. Jeff producer, and that chat. Oh, he said, KQ. Whoa, yes, sir. What's going on, my brother? Yes, sir. My brother from another mother. Yes, sir. What's going on? Delano Waddy. Ryan Garcia should fight Lomo. Yeah, he should. But now he pretty much a little bit too slow. Cause now Devin Haney gonna get that. Cause they've been going back and forth. And we talked about it yesterday. They were going back and forth on Twitter. And he was like, where Lomo at? Where Lomo? Well, now Lomo say, here I am. Now, come on, let's make the fight. All right? And there you go. What's up, Big Nick? 32. What up, KC? What's going on with you, brother? Yes, sir. We got 70 in here. All right? We got 70 in here. Wait, no, the big dog trainer. Yes, sir. All right? And I know how Blue Blood and them feel, right? I know how Blue Blood and them feel like, yeah, wait on the Crawford. Wait on Crawford. Team Crawford. Yeah. Whoa, wow. Yeah, but shit, I'm going to get you a show. I'm going to give you a show while your ass waiting. That's what I'm going to do. Don't worry. But anyway, so now Ryan Garcia, he's pretty much out of it. Okay? He's pretty much going to have to sit there and say, well, Eddie, everybody's taken. I ain't got nobody else. Who can I fight? I don't have nobody else. Want to take that head off my head. I don't want it no more. I thought I was. See, sometimes you can be too big for your britches. And sometimes your ass got to get spanked. And that's what he did. He got spanked. You see, what I tell you about the art of ducking. What I tell you about the art of ducking. I already read it. And you know what? And I kept that bitch too. I said, you know what? I'm going to pull that shit out every time somebody start that ducking shit. Right? And Ryan Garcia has done that. All right? He had ducked Gervonta Davis. He had ducked Devin Haney. He even went over there and shook his hand the night he won. But he said, no, I got a better fight. All right? Then he started clout chasing. You see what I'm saying? When you clout chase, when you set the narrative, don't expect motherfuckers to say, well, that ain't true. But you got more people that's Instagram followers, that casual fans. They're going to say, well, yeah, that is true. Ryan finna fight Pacquiao. So his lawyer got hooked to that shit. Say, no, he ain't. Who told y'all that? His little ass better be careful. He better watch his step. And now look at him. He ain't got nothing but a bag of boxing rocks. That's all he got. I'm sorry. What's up, the brotherhood? What's up, Shelton Moore? I see you. Yes, sir. I see you. Yes, sir. Let's say it's March and Tank, Ryan, Haney. Still haven't signed any contract. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Larry. That's what I'm saying. You see? Now, you can say all you want. You can sing to the choir. You can preach to the preacher. But till you sign that motherfucker, till you get it notarized, then, okay, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. You see? Young World said, OG, did you hear Bud say he's going up to 154? Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, right? Bud ain't going up to 154. They will fold his ass up at 154. And the trainer that's coming in here used to train Jamel Charlo. He will tell you, Bud Crawford against Jamel Charlo, and now Jamel Charlo know how to sit down on his punches? Oh, take your ass up there if you want to. Go right ahead. It got to be a reason why you ain't fought nobody. Like Sean Porter. Hey, I'm just giving you the facts. All right, I'm just putting them out there. You be the ultimate decision maker. That's what you do. Yes, he will, Larry. Shit, like I say, he'll fold them up real neat and clean, like a motherfucking folded shirt. Put his ass in a suitcase and ship his ass back to Omaha, motherfucking Nebraska. Omega Red, what's going on, baby? And Flower 22, my sister, my love, my grace. Yes, sir. Yes, brotherhood. Crawford will get stopped. He will. Shit. I like the screen enhancements. Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Don't start no shit now. Y'all gonna have me flipping the motherfucking what's this stream, y'all? Shit. Don't do that. Same fight, different round. I like that. What's good, KQKC? Salute to you, brother. Afternoon. Yes, afternoon to you, my brother. Yes, sir. It's 77 people in here. I hope I got 76 likes. How about that? I give 1, 2 motherfucker dislike. I give it to you. It's still a view. And the dumbasses don't even know that. But anyway, let's keep it moving. All right. What's up, Jamel? I see you. All right. You know, only thing about it is with this, I got one chat. I can't sit there and go, you know, I can't do that shit. You know, that's the only thing I don't like. But anyway, what's going on, Brent? Okay. All right. Same fight, different round. Yes, sir. I like that name. But anyway, so Devin Haney possibly can fight Lomachenko. Now, I would say that fight ain't no 50-50 fight. All right. Lance Meyer, what's going on? All right. Appreciate you popping in here. All right. Now, I don't know, y'all popping in here for Ronnie Shields or you popping in here for me. Which one is it? Show your love, baby. Show your love. Show your love for KQKC Boxing Network. Hit that like button, baby. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. I hope we got 76, 77 likes. All right. I hope. Hit that like button, shit. All right. Now, now let's keep this moving. All right. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait on Ronnie. He'll be here in a minute. All right. Okay. Hold on. We got my man Carlos Munez and that chat. He said, my brother KQ. What it do? Ringside with the Lions. You damn right. Lions only, baby. You know that. You know that. You know, I rock with them, and but I'm fair. I'm fair. I call it down the line, and everybody got their favorite fighter, but like I tell everybody, don't be a fanboy. Be a boxing fan. Because see, a fanboy, a true fanboy, no matter what they do, no matter how much they cheat, no matter how much they load their gloves up, all right, they still think they can't do no wrong. That's a fanboy. Now, a boxing fan love this fighter, the way he fight, this and that, but when you do wrong, you call that shit out. That's what a boxing fan does. Hello. Hello. Wait. All right. Okay. Let's get back in this shit. Now, Leo Santa Cruz. Ooh, wait. Leo Santa Cruz. Let me talk to you about him for a minute. All right. Now, I recall the last time he fought. He was smiling, going down in a corner, knocked out like unconscious, right? He got up, he said, I'm okay. I'm okay, right? He said, I'm okay. Now, listen to this. Leo Santa Cruz, he wants to fight. Now, this really gonna kick your ass, right? Oh boy, another Mexican, right? But this time, we got a Mexican with a left hand. We talking about Mr. Valdez. That's right. Leo Santa Cruz want to fight Mr. Valdez. Okay. Leo must love to go to bed at night. He must love to go to sleep. He must love the motherfucker 15-minute naps. Wow. Ooh-wee. Yes, sir. He must love him. He must love him, baby. I'm telling you right now. He must love him. Because, goddamn it, he's talking about fighting Valdez. He pretty much gonna get just what he got before. But this time, he might get it a little harder, So, hold on. Let's get rid of that. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. We got the champ. We got the trainer coming in. We got Mr. Ronnie Shields in the building. Yes, sir. What's going on, Ronnie?
Oh man, not too much. Just coming home from the gym, man.
Yes, sir. I would try to make sure, if you want to come in early, you come in early, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. And I got a couple of things I want to do, and I'm trying to, grow the channel, and the channel's growing, and everything's going good. And you know what? Your guys are looking good too. Your guys are looking good, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yes, sir. And, we're going to take some questions. I don't know how much time you have, but we're going to take some questions from people in the super chat or people in the subscribers. But I just want to go over a couple of things with you. Is that all right with you? We just dive right on in it. All right. But anyway, how Jamel and Jamal doing?
They're doing good as far as I know. I mean, I talk to Jamal all the time. I don't really talk to Jamel that much, but I talk to Jamal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because they had I guess you could say a rumor about Jamel sent a contract over to Triple G, for him to sign.
Sign it. Jamal. You mean
I
Jamal?
mean Jamal. Yeah, Jamal. Right. Yeah, he said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Somebody else called me about that yesterday. I hadn't heard that, so I don't know. And I talked to
okay.
Jamal yesterday, and he didn't
Uh,
mention anything about that.
okay. That's okay. That's what I thought. Sometimes it's something real. You'll hear from both fighters, and see, the thing is this: you got a lot of fighters that will come and say this and say they want to fight this person, but they're pretty much clout chasing. Really, they're
Yeah.
trying to build their name up a little higher, but they not. You know,
Well, right,
right?
right,
You know. So, but I'm glad you came in, and I'm just going to ask you, a few questions, and people in the chat, if you have anything you want to ask Ronnie, go right ahead. All right, and you can put
right.
in a super
Okay.
chat. All right. Okay.
Okay, no
Now,
problem.
huh?
I
Okay.
said no problem.
Okay. Now, what does you specifically look for in a fighter? Basically, when you pretty much trying to dress him and get him in your stable.
Well, just I look at the potential of a guy first, see what kind of
Mhm.
potential he has, and see if it's something I can work with. If
Oh,
it's something I think I can work with, then definitely I try to get him in my stable.
okay, that's cool. Cause we know how the airfield job, but we don't need to cover that again. But we know how that came out and came to be and
Right,
everything. And no, I mean I wish him luck and everything. But you did a good job with him thus far, and I appreciate it. So
right, right.
we got Carlos Munez. Oh, he said the legend Ronnie Shields. I'm a big fan of Jamal. Okay, Carlos Munez is a big fan of
Yeah,
yours. Jamal.
appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now, what fighter will have a better time with the power going up in weight? Let's say Jamal. Okay, let's say Jamal
Right,
goes up in let's say 168. Now we know
right,
Benavidez called him out at 168, but Jamal is 160. He fight at 160. Now I don't know how hard it is
right,
to make 160, but everybody said, well, he was ducking and he wasn't wanting to fight Benavidez and everything. But Jamal said, hey, look, I fight at 160. Now we can fight at a catch weight, which would be sense. But I mean, don't you think that make a little sense? Because if it's hard to get there, then why not? You know?
Well, the thing about it is, Jamal doesn't have any problems, getting to 160. If he
Mm,
had that problem, then we would go up to 168 for the same
mm,
thing that we did when we left 154 to go up to 160. It's basically the same thing, you know. So
mm.
we don't have that problem. If it was a
Okay.
problem for us making that weight, then we'd go up. Simple as that. Why stay at a weight that you can't make? That doesn't make sense. But obviously, Jamal doesn't have that problem.
Right. Because it seems like he's always in the gym. He's always in shape. He's always, I mean, never miss weight and always looking good when he's out there in the ring, and of course, the champion that he is, I never seen him really waver on anything, except for that fight with Julian J. Rock. Okay.
Right,
And you kept on getting him to throw that uppercut, and he won't bite on it. That's what
right,
Jamal was saying, right?
right,
Then he
right.
finally caught him, and bang, bang, there you go. So he
Absolutely.
listened very well. So
Oh, yeah,
we got a, hey, we get,
absolutely.
yeah, oh yeah,
Absolutely.
uh-huh. And we got ABN. Much respect to Ronnie Shields and the fine job he's doing. Welcome, Mr. Shields, to KQKC Boxing Network. You among family in here, and from all of us, thank you. All right.
Thank you
Yes,
guys for
sir.
having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They respect you, man. And I respect you too. Now, just a couple more questions. So, how many times a year now this is really bothering a lot of people. We got a lot of fighters that just so happy to fight twice a year, just twice a year. I know you used to be a
Right,
fighter. I know you used to be a fighter and everything. I know back in yesteryears, I'm 54 years old, and I used to see guys fight 4, 5 times a year.
right.
What happened to that? I mean, where did that go if you haven't took any punishment? I'm serious. I'm straight
Well,
up.
I think the thing is when you have a contract with a network like Jamal has with Showtime, you know,
Mhm.
it's hard to put you on 4 or 5 times a year because, you know, they do pay you pretty good money. So,
Right.
so it's kind of difficult, especially with their schedule because Showtime have a schedule also, but Jamal is not the only fighter Showtime has. They has other fighters also. So
Mhm.
you know with the how many fights they put on a year, then they have to divide it up between all of the guys that they have signed to contracts. So
Wow.
it's basically the television is who's going to tell you how many times you're going to fight, basically.
Mm. Wow. Wow. Yeah. You know what? You got more boxers, and like you say, they get paid a lot of money, and they got to come up with that money, and so I guess that does make sense. But you got guys like let's see, Canelo or anyone. Oh, they want to fight 3 times a year, and they really shout for joy. And I
Yeah,
guess
absolutely,
I guess you're right. Yeah, because that's three good paydays for you. When it's
absolutely.
all said
Yeah,
and done. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, we got a question from Mike 202. He wanted to know who was your trainer when you was fighting at the time.
Well, when I first turned professional, I had a guy named Timothy Goodall. He passed away a few years ago, and I also
Okay.
had a guy named Al Potato Pie Bolden. He was one of my trainers also, and he passed away also. So, but I had two
Uh,
really good experienced trainers, and they were really good. Not only good trainers, but they was really good people also.
okay. 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 All right. Yeah. But you did say with uh, um I'm sorry, with Snack B, he was saying how hard it would be for Maul to make 168.
Oh, he could make 168. What? That's easy. Making
Oh,
168
okay.
is easy because, I mean, you know, the thing about it is 160. He could
Mhm.
make 160. Like I say, it takes hard work, but he could make 160. But to go up to
Mhm.
168 wouldn't be a problem for him at all. Because I mean, he walk around like 175, so 168 is no problem. You know,
Okay.
but
Okay.
again, 160 is no problem right now.
Okay. Good. 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 Cause yeah, he looked good at 160, especially with that first fight. Okay. So we got Oakland LD. Okay. He has a question. First of all, he want to say thanks for coming. Legend Ronnie Shields. And he want to question any reason why Jamal didn't call out Canelo since he was present at the fight.
Well, Jamal has been calling him out for a while now. Ever since
Mm-hmm.
Jamal was the mandatory before they made before they made Canelo the franchise champion. So then
Mm-hmm.
Jamal was able to be the WBC champion because he was the mandatory. So
Right.
he's been calling him out. The thing about it is, Jamal's manager Al Heyman, he's been talking with all the people that handle Canelo for a while now, and
Uh,
they say one day, it's going to happen. So, so in the meantime, we're going to just keep doing what we're doing and keep, training and keep putting up whoever they put in the ring with and keep knocking them off. And one day Canelo is going to be forced to fight us.
oh yeah, because see, I think the pressure's getting to him because this is the first time I ever heard Canelo say the Jamal Charlo fight must happen. I never heard him say that before. He
Right.
ignore it, go around it, but now, now he's pretty much I think, is hearing it now because Jamal, big boy, strong man, and can punch. And like I told
Absolutely.
everybody, yes, like I told everybody, he can fight a southpaw just like he can an orthodox fighter with a jab. You know,
Absolutely. Without a
yes,
doubt.
sir. Never seen that before. For a guy to throw a jab the same way on a southpaw than he do on an orthodox, same way. Never seen that before, and that what kind of
Right.
drew me to both of them. Yes, sir.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
young world in the super chat said, Coach Shields, how effective can sparring be if a fighter isn't making any fights? If he stays in the gym, can a fighter still be considered active?
Well, it depends how long in between fights you fight. But yes, I mean,
Mm,
a fighter should always do something in the gym. Even if it's once or twice a week between fights. I
mm,
think you have to keep it's like your body's like a motor. If you don't
mm.
run it, it's going to quit on you. The battery is going to die. So you don't want
Right.
the battery
Yeah.
to die on you. So I think you have to, at least do something, whether you're running, whether you're just going in and hitting the bags, or just doing something to keep your body active and keep your mind active on on your craft. You can't just sit and stay on vacation, for 6 months and then come back. It doesn't work that way.
Wow. Timing is gone. Your timing is gone. Your endurance it might be there a little bit, but not as it was if you're in shape. And you're right. Sparring is different than your real fight.
Oh,
Gloves,
absolutely.
everything, and smaller
Yes.
gloves, everything, and but some people adapt very well to that, but some people don't.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
but yes, sir. And you know what? You did a great job with Arthur Spilker. I never got a chance to tell you that.
Well, I appreciate
Arthur
that.
Spilker, huh?
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, you did a great job, and I know it was a short amount of time he came over, and when he fought Deontay Wilder, and he was a southpaw, and he gave Deontay Wilder fits. I mean, he gave him fits. Till he
Yeah.
caught him with that punch as he was leaning, down and
Yeah.
everything, and that was a good thing you did after the fight. You checking on your fighter and make sure all the extremities, like you said, was together, and and the same thing with Erickson Lubin. We still looking for him. That what Brandon House said. He said, man, we still looking for Lubin for throwing that chair that night. but that's good though. But like I say, but that Canelo fight, we would love to see that fight, man. And that would be a great
Absolutely.
fight. Yeah, yeah, that would be a great fight. And you know
You know,
what?
the, the
That would
thing
be
the thing about it, the thing about it is,
mm-hmm,
is everybody wants to see that fight. So
mm-hmm,
you know, but in the meantime, when the fight is not happening, we still have to stay busy. We have to stay active. To
mm-hmm,
stay to keep ourselves together. We don't want to get stale. So Jamal is definitely going to probably be fighting in May or June. So we don't have
okay,
an opponent. We don't know who the opponent is just yet. But
right.
but we definitely going to stay active. We're not going to just sit around and wait on Canelo.
Mm-hmm,
Because it's not good. It's not good for him to just sit around and
right.
wait on somebody. He's a
Mm-hmm.
champion, so he has to fight. So that's what he's going to do.
Very well said, because I say the same thing about Earl Spence and with Terrence Crawford. You can't sit and wait on nobody. You
Oh,
can't sit
absolutely
and
not.
and negotiate for 6 7 months and all that. You're a champion. You got to keep on keeping on, keep on moving. Then when it happens, if it happens, then it happens.
Absolutely.
JT in the chat, he said that maybe Canelo probably keep saying that till he retire, because I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think I don't know he being funny, but you know I mean that's a hard. I mean, Jamal is like a fine-tuned machine. Everything he's pretty. I mean, you. I mean, like I always say, you took him, Jamel too, and you turned him into a fine-tuned machine. I don't see an ounce of fat on them. I don't see, they always in the gym working. Matter of fact, I think they got their own gym,
Yes.
and they always working. And now Jamel, he's sitting down on his punches more. Jamal, he give you a little ring generalship, a little lateral movement. Then he would
Yes.
stand there and he would throw with you. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So now, what you think Jamal strong suits is?
I think his jab. His jab is probably the best punch he has. He
Yeah.
got a really strong jab. He
Mm-hmm.
busts people up with the jab. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I remember when he fought Sergey, his last fight.
Uh,
Everybody was telling me, why y'all fighting this guy? This guy, look, this guy was our mandatory. But we didn't have to fight him at that time because the mandatory wasn't due. But Jamal said,
uh,
look, I want to fight the best guy that's there. They say he is, so let's do it. So that's the reason why that's why we took Sergey. And I tell you what, Sergey, he's a really good fighter. He gave Triple G
uh,
fits. He gave Danny Jacob fits. A lot of people thought he won
mm-hmm.
both of those fights. But
Yeah.
when I saw him, I said, he matches up good with Jamal. I said Jamal's jab is going to bust him up, and with
Mm-hmm.
Jamal's power, Jamal is going to be to keep him off of him. And he
Mm-hmm.
did he did everything that he was supposed to do to win the fight. And
Mm-hmm.
now, you don't hear people talking about it like they was talking about it before, that the guy Sergey was going to really be a difficult fight for Jamal. But Jamal
Mm-hmm.
proved everybody wrong, and now nobody's talking about it. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
talking about Sergey now. But
Right.
they was talking so much about him when he fought Triple G, and he won that fight. But they took the decision from him. But everybody was
Mm-hmm.
talking about him then. But as soon as Jamal beat him, now you don't hear a word about him anymore. But you know, now people don't want to give Jamal props for beating a guy
Right.
like Sergey Derevchenko.
Right. No matter how much they do or what they do, uh, uh, um, they never want to give the Charlos the respect, the high respect that they deserve. And I'm talking about both guys. We got
Yeah,
we talking
absolutely.
about, yeah. I mean, we talking about champions. They both are champions, unified champions. And they yeah, okay, well, they this and that. They might mention them in a conversation with Canelo or someone like that, but they never give them say, man, the Charlo man, can't nobody touch them. You will never hear nobody say that.
Nah,
Beside me
no,
and maybe some people from Houston. you know,
absolutely.
but yes, but sometimes you got to fight and fight and fight to get your respect, and and and,
Absolutely.
and I think they're getting it now. I really
Oh
do.
yeah,
I think they're getting it
absolutely.
now.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody has their day, and
Hmm.
their time is going to come. You can't rush the time. All they
Hmm.
have to do is just keep doing what they're doing, keep winning, keep training hard.
Hmm.
Don't take
Hmm.
anybody for granted. And look, the just do is going to come.
Right. Exactly. Yep. So, and I appreciate that. Now, we got a question from JT. Salute OG and Coach Shields. Would Jamal considered unifying with Murata or Andrade, or defend against Mugai, Jaime Mugai? Do you think either present difficulties?
Well, the only difficult part about fighting any of those guys
Hmm.
is the networks. Andre and Mungai is with the Zone, and Murata is with Top Rank. So Top Rank
Right.
has ESPN.
Right.
So are they going to let them come over to Showtime and fight Jamal? Or, Showtime is definitely not going to let Jamal go over to ESPN or the Zone to fight. They're not going to let him out of his contract to do that, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
So it's just unless it comes down to a purse bid or something, and somebody whoever wins the purse bid or something,
Mhm.
and then it got to go on that network. But other than that, you know, Jamal's not gonna jump ship from Showtime to go over to another network to fight somebody. It doesn't make
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah, yeah. That and see, that's the only thing about it. That cross the street, down the street, or that network, this network. Beside everybody fighting the best, fighting the best. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Chief Fred Four. He said, "Can you ask Coach what he think Jamal can improve on?"
Well, the thing about boxing is you have to look at every fight and go back. You're only as good as the last fight, is the old saying.
Mhm.
And after every fight, go back, take a look, see if we could have done something better. You know,
Mhm.
but it all depends on the style of fighter that you're fighting. You have to look and see how we did against certain styles, and then that's why we train. We train to correct everything that we thought we did wrong in the last fight. And so, I mean, look, every fighter have to improve every fight, otherwise they'll be the same.
Yeah, yeah. I said that once before on one of my live streams, I believe. That a fighter, just because you lose a fight, that doesn't mean you're a bad fighter.
No, absolutely
You,
not.
you learn from a win and a lose. You're gonna learn. You
Oh,
learn one way or
absolutely.
the other, right? But
Yeah.
when you have fighters like Earl Spence, Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, that whole want to win type of guys, you come short or fall short on one end, you got something else on the other end to substitute that till you get back in the gym and work on it and still win the fight.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know, yeah.
I tell guys all the time, you have to win on your worst day.
Mhm. Yeah, 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 most definitely, and that's how I look at Jamal. And matter of fact, I was looking at Effie as like the next Deontay Wilder because you had him throwing straight, you had him throwing that jab, and he was a hard puncher. He just was a little bit slow on it, and with time that would have worked out. Wow, I mean, really great. But some things happen, some things don't. But regardless, the Charlos, they getting their respect now, and I'm glad they are. You know, you know. So,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
yeah. So, but now let me go to another question that I wanted to ask you. Uh, um, are there any retired fighters that Jamal he wishes he had the opportunity or you had the opportunity to train? Retired fighters. You
Ooh,
know.
retired fighters. Ooh.
Mhm.
Uh, not that I can really recall right now. I don't think it's probably anybody that I wish I could have trained. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
I guess I've been so happy with all the guys that's been with me for all these years, for
Uh,
all the opportunities I've had training different fighters. But
uh,
I mean, man, that's a hard question. Trying to think of
okay.
anybody that's retired that I would have liked to train.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
you probably would like to train all of them, probably. True.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
Cause you had, I think you trained Mike. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mhm.
yeah, I did train Mike for one fight, and that's
Okay.
when he fought
Okay.
Lennox Lewis. So,
Okay. I thought
but
so.
other
Okay.
than Mike, let me see. I'm trying to think. Ooh, I don't know, man. That's a hard question for me because I'm trying to think of all the fighters, you know,
Mhm.
and there's so many fighters out there that I really enjoy, but
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay because uh, 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 um, all the fighters that you been training the whole year. Like Rigondeaux. What happened to Rigondeaux? What's going on with
Well,
him, man?
they trying to figure a way to get him, fight for the world title again. So, he
Okay.
just won an interim world title, but he lost the
Uh
real world title. So right now they're just waiting to see if maybe, he can fight one of the guys that has the top belt in the division, and that's the guy Inu.
mm,
So,
okay.
but I think he already has a fight scheduled. So,
Okay.
so wait and see thing.
Oh, okay. So, but Bruce Gold asked that have any talks with Benavides been going on at all?
No, not at all.
No, no.
Not at all.
Okay.
The thing about it is when fighters start calling out other fighters,
Mm-hmm.
everybody think that management has something to do with that. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fighters
Right,
being fighters.
right.
And
You get that.
until the managers get together and say, okay, this is going to be something that we're interested in, or this is going to be real, then don't
Uh,
believe it. Fighters been calling out fighters for decades, and it's going to continue to happen. But unless the networks are interested in something like that, then
mm,
it's just talk. It's fighters saying I'm better than you, which they're supposed to do. Because they're supposed to feel
right,
that way. If you don't feel that way, then you're not a champion. Simple as that. And you feel that you can beat anybody. That's just the way the sport of boxing is. That's the way it goes. So I think that fighters are going to continue to call out each other, but until the networks get involved, then it's just talk.
right, right. That's why I always say, we just was talking before you came in about Javante Davis going to be fighting Mario Barrio. I mean, okay, well, that's a good fight, but I'm not going to believe it until we see it on paper or you see, a contract signed or something. Because, like I
Well,
say,
I, I,
yeah,
I think Javante is too small. He's too small for
hmm
Mario. I mean, it's not that
hmm
he can't, not that they can't fight Mario, but why would he move
hmm
up to 140 pounds when
right,
he's 100, really 130, 135 pounder? So,
right,
you know,
right.
it's more, he's looking more to fight, like a Ryan Garcia or somebody like that.
Right, exactly. And me personally, I think Ryan Garcia talked himself out of the fight, really. And he could have had a good fight. Matter of fact, he lied his way out of the fight. You want to know my opinion? You know how I am, right? But Eddie Hearn had told him that Devin Haney fight would have been a great fight for him. But
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah, that would have been a great fight for him. But he decided to go the Pacquiao way, and that never came to fruition. Let me just say that.
Because it's gonna be Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what it's going to be, and I think that might be Pacquiao basically last fight. I'm thinking, you know,
Strong
but who knows?
possibility.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, but now, David Benavidez, he has a fight coming up
Yes.
against Ronald Alice, if I'm
Ronnie
believe. Is that
Ellis.
Ronald
Yes.
Alice? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now Ronald Alice, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But now David Benavidez, he has his problems. He had his problems back in the day, and I guess he got over. I guess I don't know, but I just can't see him beating a Jamal Charlo. Not with the lateral movement, not with the strength and everything. And sometimes you can write a check your ass can't cash. And Jamal would pretty much hurt him because he's one of them guys that walk up to you. He don't give you a lot of movement, and Jamal and Jamel got a lot of good lateral movement. They're very athletic, and
Yes.
very active, and
Yeah.
they're like big kids. That's what they are.
Right.
And it's hard to stop that. But I see what he's trying to do, call him out, like Canelo. Canelo pretty much would drop the belt before he even fight Benavidez. So, but if we can get that fight, that'd be great.
Right.
That'd be a
Absolutely.
great fight. Yes, sir.
The
Now,
thing about it is,
mm,
I've seen Benavides fight. I've seen Benavides fight a few times, but I've
mm,
never had to sit down and study Benavides to fight one of my guys. So,
mm,
so I really don't know a whole lot about him. But
okay.
if the fight was to say happen between Jamal and Benavides, then
Mm,
I would watch tape of him and break him down to see what I see in him and stuff like that. I've never had to do
mm,
that, but I've watched him fight in other fights. But it's
mm,
a difference between when you're watching a live boxing show than studying a fighter. So it's a real different thing that you have to look at.
mm. Okay, okay. Now, Mo Boxing, he wanted to know, just salute OG and Ronnie. When is Porsche's next fight?
Approach's next fight is going to be either April 17th or May 15th.
Okay.
He's going to fight. He's going to fight a WBC eliminator for the cruiserweight title. He's going to fight
Oh,
the kid that stablemates with Deontay Wilder. This kid Nicholson.
okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Hmm. Okay, that should be a good fight then. All right. That's
That's
great,
going to be a
man.
great fight.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I tell a lot of guys, you got a lot of guys right now just fighting on the undercards, and I mean, you're not the big payday guys, but these are still good fights going on. We got Clarissa Shields this week. I
Yeah,
mean, she's campaigning, for the women, and women want to go 3 rounds. Let them go 3 rounds. They want to go, and
3 minutes.
but
Yeah,
yeah, 3 minute rounds. Yeah, so but like I say, like you said, Jamal, look, if they want to put him in there with whoever next, let them stay busy. Keep them busy. Because once you stop, then you're a little rusty. Then you want to tune up and this and that, and
right.
but these guys, they not stopping, and they not old. You know,
No,
and they looking for, right. They not old at all, and they looking for big
no,
fights. Yeah, they looking for
absolutely.
big fights. Yeah. Now I want to just touch on just Esther Laura. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
uh, I know that the great fight with him and Jared Hurd. All right. Now I always told everybody that fight he showed everything he had. He was shorter. He was pretty much pop shotting him all night, and
Yeah.
then next thing you know, I mean, he fought like a man. All right, he
Oh,
went down
absolutely.
like yeah. I mean, he gave it all. He left everything right there in the ring, till you couldn't give out no more. And but on Jared her side, he had the strength, the height, but he didn't have nothing else, and that was his downfall. And now, I guess he wished he would have had a team that would have taught him that, would have taught him how to use a jab, how to crossover jab. He would have came in there with a high jab, I would think, the tallest he is. And but Esteban Laura, I mean, I don't know what his career is like now, but we haven't heard from him in a while. But he was a hell of a fighter when he was with you. I know that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Lara,
Mm,
Lara's a good fighter. Is a good person also. You know,
mm,
and I don't know when he's going to fight again. I mean, I have no idea.
mm,
But and I don't know who they even thinking about him fighting. But when I did have him, and he fought Jared Hurd. That was
mm.
we knew it was going to be a tough fight because of Jared Hurd's style, because of his height, and because of his stamina. The kid got really good stamina. But I mean, all in all, it was a really close fight. And
Mm,
the thing that won the fight for Jared Hurd was he knocked Lara down in the last round. But
right.
other than that, it was a really
Uh,
good fight, a close fight. And I just think that, those guys should have fought a rematch. but Hurd didn't want to. He didn't want to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because he lost the title right after that, and
Yeah,
that's pretty much, yeah. It
yeah.
changed hands, and so now we got Chief Fred for. He asked, how has what he had? Okay, can you ask Coach how he has improved as a trainer over the years, and any tips on strength and conditioning exercises?
Well, as far as improving on a trainer, as a trainer, I think for myself, what I do is I continue to watch tape of different guys,
Mm,
and I just keep studying all the time. That's the only way to improve is to study. It's like going to school. You always have to go to school. You have to be hard on yourself to make sure that you know what you're doing is right. But for me, I think that you have to master the basics. Once you master the
okay.
basics, you can always add other things to the basics, and that's what I do, and that's what I try to get all my fighters to do. And I try to put them in difficult situations sometimes. I put them in a lot of difficult situations as far as, when we're training, I make them throw crazy different combinations, but they have to get it to the point where, it works. Just an example, uh, the uppercut that Jamal Charlo knocked Julia Williams out with, you know,
Uh,
it took us 3 months to get that down. 3 months, every day for
wow.
3 months. We worked on that one punch. And,
Wow. Is that the
you know,
timing or
it's the
well? Come in.
timing. Just no, it's the timing. The timing has
Uh,
to be right. But he was trying to throw the punch early. It wasn't working. He came back to the corner and said it's not working. I said, I don't
right.
care, just keep throwing it. And he
Right.
did, and it worked.
Right, right. I remember he tried to throw it. And I said he's trying to throw that punch again. And he missed. He missed, I know, twice. I know he missed
Oh yeah,
twice.
oh yeah,
You know,
oh yeah.
and then that's when he caught him on the third time. I think it was the third time or
Yeah, it
fourth
was
time. I'm
probably
not
around
sure.
the third or fourth time he caught him.
Right. So now Kurt Anderson, he's we call him the historian because he knows a lot about boxing. He said, "Tell Ronnie, I remember the Brooks, Costellos, and Hamada fights. I followed his career and I interviewed him. So he's very familiar with your past, the Costellos and Hamada fights, and
Yeah,
Brooks fight. Yes,
yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That
he's
was
very.
all three fights were tough fights for me. I fought Monroe Brooks. Oh man, this guy was something else. He was a really good fighter. He had fought
Uh,
Roberto Duran. He had fought all these different guys, man, and it was a tough fight for me. But I was able to be victorious against Monroe Brooks, and I lost a decision to Billy Costello, and I lost a decision to Hamada in Japan
uh,
also. So, but that was my two world title fights that I fought in Costello and Hamada.
uh, wow. Okay, man. But I'm just amazed how you was talking about that punch, that you worked so long on that punch, just to
Oh yeah,
get the
three
timing
months,
right.
man. I mean, 3 months. 3 months. But we still go back when we start training. We still go back and look at the video of uh
Uh,
of the of how we did different things in that fight.
uh, wow. Yeah, because I remember Jamal doing an interview about that, and he was
Yeah,
saying about how Ronnie said, "Keep throwing it, keep throwing it." He was telling you it's not
hmm
working, man. It's not working. He ain't biting. He ain't biting. Right? Then he bit off that motherfucker.
yeah. I
Wow.
told the thing about boxing is, a lot of guys get, they when something is not working for two, three, four times, they
Uh,
don't want to keep doing it, you know. But I keep pushing. I keep pushing the whole time, and I keep
uh,
telling them, you're not gonna let me do this all this time, and then you're not gonna even, you're not gonna you gonna stop trying. No, I say the punch is gonna come. It's gonna be there. But you know the thing about it. That's why I love 12 round fights because you got an opportunity in a 12 round fight to let punches go and to keep trying different things. You know, 12 rounds is a long time. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it is.
So
It is.
that 36 minutes, that 30 in 36 minutes, if you that punch ain't gonna land, then it's just not meant for it to land. But
Mm,
but if you go in there and try one or two times and then abandon it, then you wasted
mm.
3 months of my time working on something that I thought was gonna work.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Well, it worked. It
It
worked all
did.
right.
It
Yeah,
did.
it worked all right.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. But so now I want to just get into the pretty much not the Deontay Wilder fight. It was something else. But now Deontay Wilder, what do you think is next for him? After the loss to Fury, and what do you think is next for him?
Oh man, I don't know.
Cause I mean, we talking about one loss, and
Yeah,
so
but it's more
uh,
than one loss when you're at the top of your game and then
yeah,
you lose a fight the way you lost it. It's tough, man. It's tough to number one. It's tough for him to accept the loss. That's the thing. And
yeah,
then I think the second thing is that try to pick the right fight to come back in. You know, you if you don't fight a Joshua Fury, then the money is going to be the same. If you don't fight those guys, then that means you're going to have to take less money. So you got to find a guy that he can get his confidence back with, and a guy that that you kind of feel that can't go with you. So and who that is, I have no idea. They have to find somebody who they feel comfortable with, and somebody who they know Deontay can beat, basically. But just to try to get that confident booster, that's what he needs.
mhm.
And whoever that is, I have no idea.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Our historian, Kurt Anderson, asked you who's your favorite trainer of all time.
Well, my favorite trainer was my mentor, Georgie Benton. Georgie Benton from Philadelphia, perhaps to me, one of the best trainers ever in the sport of boxing. This man was so smart. He knew every
Wow.
style. He knew how to beat anybody. He could beat anybody. And he proved it with Evander Holyfield, Murdo Taylor, Pernell Whitaker, Mike McCallum, Rocky Lockridge. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Wow.
Georgie Benton,
Um,
man, he was the best. But my second favorite, he was a good person, a friend of mine too, was Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel was probably the second favorite of mine as one of the best trainers ever. He was so smart. After after my split with George, and then I started training fighters on my own. I still used to talk to George a lot, but I used to also talk with Emmanuel Stewart a lot. Emmanuel
mhm,
has helped me with we had if I had some tough fights coming up and I was stuck for an answer on something, I called Emmanuel, and
mhm.
he helped me so much. He helped me so much to try to get things together, to work on certain things, and I mean, it was just for me to be able to call somebody was it was unbelievable, and it helped me so much in my training career, and and I've always thanked Emmanuel and told him thank you so much for helping me, but
Yeah.
George Benton, man, George and I used to sit and watch tape all the time, you know, and so did Lou Duva. Lou Duva also, although Lou never was a fighter, and he's not known to be a fighter. I mean, as a
Mhm.
trainer, but Lou was a motivator. But Lou saw so much stuff in his lifetime that he knew everything. Also,
Oh, oh, Oh
And
yeah. Oh
so I
yeah.
always had those guys to lean back on.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lou Duva, which his daughter's Kathy, that had Kovalev, promoter. Uh,
Yes, yes.
Lou Lou didn't play that. All right, he would get in
No.
there. He'd fight for his fighters.
Yes,
I
he
have seen.
did.
I have seen Lou
Yes, he
Duva
did.
go in there and get ready to slug, but he seemed like a damn good coach,
Yeah.
and I had to give my tip my hat off to him. So now,
Oh yeah,
JD,
absolutely.
yeah, yep. So, but now now you a product of all them guys, and
Oh,
because
absolutely.
everybody that you had touched, wasn't a bad fighter. I mean, it wasn't no
Oh,
losers in your
absolutely.
camp. Yeah, there
Oh,
haven't been no
never,
losers in
never.
your camp. No, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, JT, he asked you, can you ask Coach, since Laura fought Castano, does he have an opinion about how him and Jamel Charlo will match up? Who wins that fight?
Man, I tell you, yeah, Lauren Castano was a tough fight. This kid Castano, he's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect for him. A lot of respect. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and but styles make fights. And and that's an old saying that goes way back,
Yeah.
before my time. And the thing about it is, if you look at Jamel Charlo and you look at Castano, when I had Laurel, to fight him in the inside, it was a hard fight for Laurel. But I put him more on the outside, and he was able to box and move around and do the things that he was supposed to do to win the fight. But the fight ended up being a draw. So, but the style that Jamel has, you know, Jamel has a really good jab, and he throws punches and bunches. He throws combinations, and I don't think Castano has really ever fought anybody besides Lara that would throw punches at him the way Jamel is going to throw punches at him. I think it's going to be a tough fight, but in the end, I say Jamel would probably knock him out, probably, 10th, 11th, 12th round.
Mm. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Now we got another question about a historian. He said, I was just watching the Benton versus Carter fight. Benton was famous for his catfish. I used to hang out at Duva's restaurant. Okay. Okay. Lou Duva had a restaurant, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
in Jersey, yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Kurt from Jersey. Okay.
yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Kurt, you from Jersey. Yes, sir. Yeah. It was good fighters came out of Philadelphia, and
Oh
good
yeah,
fighters. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, sir. Now, how do you see the new guys now? Let's say the young guys. Let's just say the young guys like the Boot Innocents, the Virgil Ortiz, the younger fighters like Javante Davis, Devin Haney, all these guys. How do they match up with the guys from the last generation, the Floyd Mayweather era, as you say, which is Jamal and Jamel is still in that area, so.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, look, uh, I tell you, out of all the guys you just named, I like
Mhm.
Boots in as the best because I think
Mhm.
Boots, he got an old school Philadelphia style to him. You know, this kid, he come to fight. He got a lot of he he got a lot of it. He got what it
Mhm.
takes. You know, and I really think this guy's going to be world champion. You know, if he keeps his head on straight, if he, continue to train the way he's supposed to and do all the things that he's supposed to do that he's doing
Mhm.
now, if he keep that and don't get an attitude, don't get the big head, I think this
Mhm.
kid is definitely he's destined to be a world champion, especially in the welterweight division, you know, within the next year or so. I think Arrow and all of those guys are about to move out,
Mhm.
and I think this would be perfect time. It's perfect timing for him to move in. But
Mhm.
Virgil Ortiz is also a good fighter. And I think
Yeah.
those two guys, I do think those two guys are going to run the welterweight division after the, after the Crawfords and Spence, Porters, after those guys move out, those guys can definitely take it over. But don't
Mm.
be too surprised if at least Bruce Ennis fight one of those guys pretty soon. Because, tell you the truth, man, I think this kid is ready. I really and truly believe
Mm.
I think he's more ready than Virgil Ortiz is. Virgil is
Wow.
probably just a little bit behind. He's not quite
Mhm.
there, but he's going to be a force to be reckoned with also. But
Right.
I think
Right.
right now though, Boots Ennis, I really believe that this kid can, he can step up and possibly, beat one of those guys in the near future.
Mm, right, right, right. You know, that's what I said about Virgil Ortiz. I thought that he would pretty much be the next person, pretty much to take over the welterweight division, or him or Boots, one of the
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
Once Spence move up, with all the belts or not, he's going to move up anyway. He said,
yeah.
so. That leaves Porter, Thurman, whatever, and we know how that gonna end, pretty much. So yeah, yeah. You know what? You got a point. You got a damn good point. And so I mean, in the history, I can sit and listen to you all day about the boxers and the trainers and how it used to be, and like I say, style made fights. I say that a lot, and I didn't know that goes back to the beginning of time, damn near,
Oh
but it's
yeah,
just something
absolutely.
that, right, it's just a old cliche that we use, you know, and so, but man, any new prospects you got coming out?
Well, actually, I got a couple amateur kids that's getting ready
Mm.
for the nationals pretty soon,
Okay.
and so, but until they ready, to turn pro, then
Mhm.
but we got to see how they do in the nationals before we start doing anything else with them.
Okay, 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 good, good, good. Okay, all right, yeah. Now, we got a couple of rumors that going around with Leo Santa Cruz. He want to fight Oscar Valdez. And I mean, I said the same thing. I said, wait a minute, you know, you just woke up, pretty much, and then you want to fight Oscar Valdez, and Leo Santa Cruz, he seemed like an okay kid,
No, he's a really
yeah,
nice kid. He really is.
yeah, yeah,
He
and he
is.
always
He
got a
is.
smile on his face and everything, but I don't know, I think that's a little bit too much for him right now,
But I think it's a little bit too much coming off the KO loss to Tank. You know,
right.
yeah,
Mm,
I think this is a little bit too much. I think
yeah.
you need to get what we call a
Mm,
tuna fight first. Somebody that
mm,
he can get some work with, but somebody that's not a threat to him. Then
right,
see how
right.
that goes. Because you never know how somebody's going to react after coming back from a knockout. I've seen
Mm,
different guys act different coming back from a knockout. So they be
mm,
glove shy, they don't want to get hit, that kind of thing. And if you go in there with a puncher, oh my God, you're going to relive that night you first got knocked out. So,
mm.
he needs to take somebody a little bit easier first, get himself back in, and then challenge a guy like Oscar Valdez.
Right, right. You know what? You got a point there because I always say that it's something about fighters when they come off a knockout, then they go into the next fight or the next fight, and it's something
Right.
changed about them. You know, they're not, they don't let their hands go as much. And I'm not talking about like an Adrian Broner situation. I'm talking
Right.
about like knocked out cold, and
Oh
that
yeah.
what happened. Yeah, and that what happened, and man, and that changed him a lot. I mean, they still get in there and fight and everything, but they just not the same anymore. You know,
No,
and,
absolutely not.
and how can you overcome that though?
Well, like I say, just getting back in the gym, not getting in there with somebody that can really hurt you, spar with different fighters. But
Mm,
your first fight back from a knockout shouldn't be against one of the best fighters in the world. It should,
mm,
I mean, that's good for your confidence if you was to beat him. But, but if
mm,
you lose that, if you lose the next fight, then basically your career is over. So get
mm.
back in with somebody first, so you can get your groove back. Once you get your groove back, then you say, okay, now I'm ready to take another step up.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Now, Young World asked Coach Shields, who is the most talented fighter you work with?
Well, I've worked with a lot of talented fighters, but the most talented fighter for me personally was Pernell Whitaker.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt to me, this
Uh,
guy, man, he was so much fun to work with, number one. He
uh,
never was boring. It never was boring being around him. He was
uh,
always high strung, always making jokes, always funny,
uh,
but worked hard every single day in the gym.
I
That's
can
the
see
way he
that.
was, you
Mm,
know. And, he was just a good guy to work with, man. And he probably was the only fighter that I've ever been associated with that I truly hung out with. There's always tell you never hang out with fighters because
right.
because you won't be able to train them. Never had
Right.
that problem with him. Never ever
Mm,
had that problem with him because he was a winner and he always wanted to win. So he was gonna give you everything he had in the gym.
wow. Wow, man. That's all right. Cause Sweet Pea, man, he was something else, man. I mean, where he get down a little low, and I think he won that fight against Julio Chavez
Oh yeah,
senior. Yeah, I think
absolutely,
he won. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
without a doubt,
yeah.
no doubt.
Most definitely. So, but man, wow, that's something. I didn't know that. But the City Alliance, he got a question. He said, "Who wins against Porter versus Crawford?"
You know
You
what?
know.
That's you know, as being in boxing as long as I've been in, I
Mm,
understand the old saying, "Styles make fights," and it's
mm,
so true. Let me tell you something. Crawford would probably go through so many boxers out there, but
mm,
a guy like Sean Porter, who style is to come forward, always in shape, throwing punches from all different angles. That's a tough
mm,
fight for a guy like Crawford. Crawford,
mm.
is one of the best welterweights ever to put on the pack gloves. But
Wow.
you know, this would be I mean, for me, it's a toss up. It's really a toss up because I know both guys know each other and they know
Mm,
that you would have to be in the best shape of your life to fight each other. So, I really think it'll be a tough fight. But if I had to pick anybody, I would say Crawford by a very close decision.
wow. Okay. Wow. That's very interesting because now what I said was that maybe Crawford couldn't stand the not the punishment, but Crawford couldn't stand the pressure that Sean brings on him. Like Earl had to just go in there and bang with him too. And I didn't think Crawford was an inside fighter. I always thought he was an outside fighter.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
mhm, okay. So, so okay. Now we got Jeffrey on Caesar. He said, "Why Triple G don't want to fight Jamal?"
I wish I knew that answer. I really do. But I mean, look, but it could be the same thing I've been saying over and over is that
uh,
Triple G got a huge contract with the Zone. You know,
uh,
they're not going to let him out of his contract to come over, go to Showtime and fight Jamal.
right,
It
right,
doesn't make money for them. So, but why would they agree to do that? They're not going to agree
yeah,
to do that.
no,
So it's
yeah,
Triple G is an old school fighter. He would never duck anybody. So
mm,
I've been hearing people say, "Oh, he's ducking him. He's ducking." No, it's not. It's not that. It's when you're affiliated with a network, you have to do what these people say. These are the people that's paying you. They're paying you for a reason. They sign you to a contract for a reason because they want to show you on their network. So
Right.
it's not that he's running from Jamal. No, not at all. He's a fighter.
Mm,
He will fight Jamal
right.
probably any day of the week. But when you go back to the old school, when it was only one network, like Showtime, I'm sorry, like HBO, when
Mm,
HBO started boxing, they didn't have no competition. Everybody fought on HBO, so it was easier to make fights because everybody went to one network. But now you just have too many different outlets for for fighters that's paying them good money. So
right.
it's not ducking. It's just that he's smart enough to know that he can't abandon his network because he want to get paid.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that because Jamal, they try to get him to leave Showtime to fight on the zone. I think for 2 fights or something like that. And they say, well, Jamal, he turned down the fight or something like that. But like you say, well, you know how rumors take place and
Oh yeah.
everybody, yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, who will turn down a loyalty to Showtime? And I think they appreciated Jamal for doing that, showing them a loyalty, so, and Triple G too. I mean, you're not gonna give up your money, just to be sitting there, you out of it, man, no way, so, but we got Fred Robinson. He said if Jamal vacated 160, isn't Canelo mandated to take the fight per WBC?
Man, you know,
Yeah, well, I'm saying
from
every time it's the WBC, you know.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it to you so you can understand it, right? The thing
Okay.
about Canelo is he makes so much money for these boxing organizations. They basically
Mhm.
let him do whatever he want to do. So, if Jamal was to give it up, he could be the mandatory, but that doesn't mean anything. You know,
Right.
it doesn't mean
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't mean
Right.
nothing if Canelo say, no, I want to, let's make him wait. We're going to make him wait. So he's just going to keep fighting whoever he wants to fight because he's paying them money and he's paying them good money. So, look, the, these sanctioning bodies basically run boxing when you have championship fights going on. They
Mhm.
basically run it because it's their belt. They can do whatever with their belt, whatever they want to. When Jamal
Mhm.
was the mandatory for Canelo, he didn't want to fight Jamal then, so they made him franchise champion. They made up something. It's a made
Right.
up thing, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can't fight that. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing
Yeah.
you can do. So it
Yeah.
is what it is. But look, the thing is, Jamal is a champion right now, and
Mhm.
he just has to continue fighting, continue to beat whoever they put him in the ring with, and one day when they think he's slacking or whatever, then they'll
Mhm.
step up and say we're fighting.
Right. Exactly. Wow. That's something. That is something. So, well, I see you got your little granddaughter over. Uh, uh, uh,
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, I got my grandkids over homeschooling them.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna hold you long, Ronnie. Anybody in the chat got any more questions for the great Ronnie Shields? If so, let me know, and and uh, and I will definitely ask them. So, but I guess that's it for you, and I
Okay,
appreciate you taking the time out. And I know you got your hands full, and I know you got a busy schedule. And I'm like I say, I might get in touch with you before if we hear anything about a fight. A
okay,
definitely fight. I'll
right,
probably try to get an interview with you. All
for
right.
sure.
and I appreciate it. And like I say, Jamal, tell him I said hi. If you speak to Jamel, just tell him I said hi also. All right.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I
All
appreciate you
right.
coming on,
Appreciate you
KQK.
having me, man.
And hey, no problem. Anytime, brother. All right.
Okay.
And thank you. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Have a good one. Bye.
Yes, you too. Hey, 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 everybody. That was the great Ronnie Shields. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed that interview. He answered some great questions. And I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad I did it right here on StreamYard. I'm glad that you all was able to see his face. And it was pretty good. Actually, I think it was a great interview. I'm new at it, and I'm trying to, pretty much get my groove on going, and trying to grow the channel and trying to do, the right thing, you know, and do it like down the middle, you know. And like I say, I'm gonna keep on doing my thing, and people. Sure, we all know Canelo is under the protection yeah. See, that's one thing about Ronnie Shields. He would give it to you in the raw, and he would really be honest with you, because Canelo do whatever the fuck he want to do. I try not to lose too much language around, Ronnie. You want to get it, you want him to come back, so you want to fuck on, what I mean? I had to put on my motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah, fuck right. Yeah, but anyway, it was a great interview though. I think it was pretty good. It was a good job, and I think y'all had some good ass questions. You know, and I had some questions written down, but I just said, "Fuck it, y'all got some good ass questions, so y'all go ahead, take the lead." Yes, sir. Thank you. You done it again. Hey, I appreciate it, Mike. Yes, sir. You did a great job, OJ. Yes, sir, man. And that's and that was something I'm trying to work on. I got a couple more numbers. Bowman ain't called me back, but maybe he that would be a motherfucker. He called me back. Hey, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm coming on. I'm gonna come on. but don't worry, we're gonna have some more great interviews coming. And we had over 100 some people in here, and that was good. That's good for me. You know, and I'm trying to do my best and trying to bring y'all the best content I can. You know, and I try to do the super chats with the questions, and I try to do the chat with the questions. So I was trying to even it out, so it ain't all about money and all that shit, because me, I ain't like that. So, but it was good, and I'm glad you all came in and asked some damn good questions. Kurt Anderson, I mean, everybody asked some good questions, and I'm glad y'all did, because it really really showed you know the how he looked at me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm working on it. I'm working on it, and so hopefully the next one will go pretty good too. And yes, sir, appreciate that, Kurt. So next time, I usually don't do StreamYard, but when doing an interview, like that, I will do that. You know, I would do that. Because of course you want to see their face besides the call in. And that would counts. What's up, Dre the Finest? Yes, sir. I appreciate that too, my brother. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, but it was all good. I mean, it was all good, and I loved it. Yes, I did. And Ronnie Shields, he kept it 100. He kept it 100, and pretty much with Kurt and with Lou Duva restaurant. I didn't even know Lou Duva had a restaurant. And I didn't know that. Ronnie Shields and Emmanuel Stewart was friends. See shit like that you don't know till you ask. You know, you know, and Lou Duva was right out of New Jersey. I didn't know that shit. Now I always thought he was from Philadelphia, Don't ask me why, but I always thought he was from Philadelphia. Lou Duva. But I guess I was wrong. What's up, Underground Asylum? Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir. But it was a great interview, and we're gonna be doing some more things like this. Call-in show. I got to work on that with the echo, but I thought I had it right, but I didn't. But yeah, that was a great interview and everything. So, and that's about it. And he was like he said, when you like Jamal Charlo or anybody else, Javante Davis and Mario Barrios is pretty much at 140. All right. And like he said, Tank is barely 130, 135. But they talking about a catch weight. So who knows? All right. So Mario Barrio might have to go down. Tank might have to go up a little bit. So maybe that's what it is. But right now, maybe that is a mistake. Leo Santa Cruz, that's a mistake right now. All right. When you come off a loss, especially a knockout loss, I'm talking about unconscious loss. You gonna get right back at there with a motherfucker named Valdez just knocked a motherfucker out? Are you crazy? See things like that. You got to think twice on. I mean, it don't take a trainer to tell you that, but still, but it was a good interview. It was, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot, and so, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody came in. I appreciate everybody with the questions and the super chats. All right. I appreciate everybody hitting that like button. All right. Now I don't know how this shit go. I don't know what a likes button or how many likes or whatever. I don't know none of that shit. None of that. So I just have to hope y'all hit the like button. I don't know. Can somebody tell me how many likes I got? So I can't tell because I don't know this setting this setup yet. So, but still, it was a great show. All right, it was 139 likes. Okay, Bruce, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that, brother. Yes, sir. All right, Jay Lee. Oh, Jay Lee, and that chat. Yes, sir. Great interview, OG. We appreciate the work you put in. With the way boxing treat us sometimes, it's good to have some positives in the mix. That's right. That's right. Damn right. You goddamn right. I'm serious. Cause boxing be treating us like fucked up. But, I just can't wait for the next saga. The next saga. And I'm talking about, like Ronnie said, when they move up, here come the Ortizes, here come the Boots, You see what I'm saying? That right. Are you crazy? To Leo Santa Cruz? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Leo Santa Cruz crazy than a motherfucker, right? You got knocked out. You smiled when you went down, and now you talking about fighting Valdez, they're gonna be happy to spank that ass. Huh? For real. But it's all good, baby. Ooh, it's all motherfucking good. But hey, I had a show for y'all, just in case Ronnie might have got tied up or something. But I say that bitch to tomorrow. Yes, sir. I say that bitch to tomorrow. Yes, sir. Because this was a good interview. And I appreciate Ronnie Shields. Always, never let me down when I want to ask him something, or is this true, or this and that. And he always, answer the phone and tell me and this and that. And he had no problem coming on. He said, I won't get through to about 1. I said, well, that's cool. That's cool. I'll do a show to 1. But then again, I said, if you want to come in before 1, that's fine with me, and there he was. So, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to KC Boxing Network, feel free to subscribe right now. Right now. I come on Monday through Friday. That's right, Monday through Friday. That's at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And I come on Saturday mornings. That's at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And yes, I'll call fights, and I will be calling the Carissa Shields fight this Friday. Not Saturday, Friday. All right? We have to support our sister, Carissa Shields. So, with that in mind, show your love for KC Boxing Network. And with that, I'm going to close it early today because it was a good show. And I'm going to close it maybe about 10 minutes early, So, hey, I appreciate that, DT. Yeah. And with that, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you, King _. I appreciate you, Underground. Most definitely Underground. Yes, sir. And Peter on Valk Arc. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. And Flower, my sister. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And Boxing Good. What it do, baby? Yes. Mike 202. Yes, I appreciate it. Uh-huh. Yep. So, but with that, that's all I have. And with that, I'm out of here. And peace and love. And like I say, I don't know what time Blue Blood coming on, but just check out any LWC channels. All right. Yeah. And take it easy and have a damn safe evening. And with that, I'm out of here. Peace and love. I'm out. See, I don't know shit. I forgot to hit the end broadcast. See, I don't know. I don't know how to work this motherfucker. Right? You gotta go up there. Okay. see, nigga. See, when you ain't in your if you ain't in your lane, stay out of motherfucker lane. If you ain't in a motherfucking right lane, get out of my lane. Nigga, you don't know what you're doing. It's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm back and I'm going again. God damn it. Then he go ask me, did you sure you want to end the broadcast? Yeah, I'm sure. Man, oh man. Wow, 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 wow.